Hello, Aries. Welcome. This is a full moon love reading for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs who are involved in some kind of a relationship. So the message is for whoever needs to hear it. We all know who we are in the story, so let's just keep that in mind. Sometimes the energies are reversed. So let's see what messages the universe has. You hop upon that universal thread, dear universe. See what messages you have. Overall energy for Aries, and then we'll look at your partner. So, how's Aries feeling right now about love? What's Aries feeling about love? I don't think it's easy. Some of you are feeling really stabbed in the back. Some of you are involved with somebody who I think continues to bring a lot of pain to the relationship. Maybe they're very demanding. Yeah. There is this need for you, Aries, right now. I think you're making some big changes. And these changes could leave you really out in the cold, but I feel like there's something has to change. You have this Two of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like things are really out of balance right now with you, especially when it comes to finances. And you may be pretending that things are better than what they really are. I think that you're onto something, however. And it's like you're trying to figure it out. I definitely get that you're trying to figure it out. So, yeah, but unfortunately, I feel like maybe there was some kind of financial loss that left you out in the cold. Maybe something happened in the home. And it's like you don't want people to know really what went down, but there's something going on. It's like, did you lose your home, or you know your lease is up, or there's just something very unfortunate when it comes to money in the home. And I think you're trying to figure it out. And it's almost like I feel like it was your fault. Sorry, but I do pick that up. So, I'm feeling like there's this need for your person. They're not leaving. They want to run away, but they're not. So, what are the other energies? But they're feeling very defeated. They don't know whether or not this, maybe whatever your idea is to get them out of this place of homelessness and worry. I don't think they see how you're going to pull this out. What else do we have? Ooh. Yeah, so I feel that your person, Aries, feels as if, this is a past issue between the two of you, is what I see. We have this Three of Swords reversed that sits right next to the Six of Cups. And I pick up that, over the course of your relationship, you guys are very good at hurting each other when I get you blame each other. You're the reason why this isn't happening. You're the reason why that. There's a lot of that going on. And some of it has really been eating at you. I think there's a part of you that is really done taking a lot of that kind of behavior, or somebody is. Because I feel like somebody is so ready to walk because they don't see how you're going to salvage this. I think they want to see it succeed, but it's because this is where you guys have been before. They're not convinced. And I almost feel like your person, Aries, puts their foot down. I think they get tired of following you around, trying to get I almost get like the quick fix kind of energy off of this from you. It's like your person over here is like, I'm not having any of that. Because I don't think they see your idea as really being tangible. What else do we have for our Aries in love at this time for this full moon? But I think you're working towards something. I think you're on to something, Aries. I think like in your mind, it's like, look, we can start back at the beginning. and try to see, you know, where do we have some success already. So I almost feel like that energy starts to come up. It's like solutions. You guys try to find options and solutions. So, yeah, I feel like there was something that kind of pushed you out of your house. But I think, you know, you're starting to see that there could be other options out there. Um, but I think you have to be very careful, because I almost get this sense of like you have this wonderful idea, but it could really just be pie in the sky. Um, yeah, there's a very, so this full moon, I feel like it's going to be very turbulent for you. You may be, um, in this relationship, I do get the sense that somebody tries to wear the pants all the time, and it's very toxic. I get this very demanding type of personality and energy. For some people, this King of Cups, whenever I see the King of Cups reversed, I almost wonder whether this is somebody who indulges a lot in like their own self-gratification. You know, a little narcissistic comes to mind, but you know, this is somebody who, when they go out to eat, they want fine wine and they're going to drink the bottle, and you know, you might get a little bit, but they'll drink most of it. They're very demanding, very toxic, and it's like they've got some kind of a hold on you. So I'm picking up maybe some of you are drinking quite a bit. But there's definitely some turbulence. Maybe there's a Pisces involved. I see Capricorn twice here. So maybe you Aries have some Capricorn in your chart. Maybe you're a mom. You know, this is like the card of the wife. I don't see any kids with this one. And I don't see any kids here. So maybe you don't have any kids. Funny that I keep bringing that up, because maybe you are going to have some kids. I don't know. But I do sense that whoever this King of Cups is, and you know, chances are it's a water sign or somebody who has a lot of water in their chart. You know, they're very toxic for you, especially in a relationship. And I think it comes out this full moon. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I do have here the King of Wands reversed. So I think you have to be very careful with the kind of, I feel like what could happen is that this person could become very charming. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they'll promise you the world, but they won't give you the world. And you might, you know, come up with these amazing ideas and they'll be like, oh yeah, go ahead, run with it, but they won't help you. So I think either that's you or that's them, but there's that kind of a false energy around this love relationship, because I think you're coming to a point where there's been a lot of deception between the two of you. And it hasn't been working very well. And I think you've been pretending, because I do have this card of pretending that things are better than what they really are. So I think you can only pretend so long, Aries, before the bubble pops. Because I do see like you have these grand ideas, but your person isn't so sure that they're going to work. I get that they're very different than you on a lot of levels. But they've thought about leaving, you know, because they've been hurt a lot, I feel, by you. Or the energies could be vice versa, but somebody's been hurt a lot, and I think they are done with this. And they are contemplating, you know, sometimes it's really hard to be with somebody who's always lying and who's wielding a lot of power, you know, trying to keep things under control, pretending that everything is better than it is. You know, so I think this full moon, a lot of things come to light. And I feel like the bubble is popped, you know, because there's a real need to really end this kind of burden that the two of you have put upon each other. You know, because like I say, something happened where it's almost like I get the feeling like you lost your home. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But you might want to look at that as that could be a blessing in disguise. You know, because in tragedy, I think you start to see really who, if your partner is your partner. And I think right now that's where some of you are. So what else do we have for our Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this full moon love reading? Yeah, I mean, being stabbed in the back. I mean, there's this constant, like, stabbing energy that's going on around you and your other person. And I get that it could be even, passive aggressive. Because I get this with this Prince of Swords. This is usually, somebody who kind of, rather than be angry, they kind of pull back and maybe they come in on the backside. It's like they're very, very sly. Like I say, passive aggressive comes to mind. So, this Prince of Cups, I feel like for some of you, there are two people involved in your life, okay? And one person, I think they really know you and they know how to get under your skin. The other person, I think, is very, very genuine. And for some of you, I think your wish is to be with somebody else, not the person you are with. And your intuition right here is kind of pointing this out to you, like, who do you really want to be with? So I think you're sitting with this. And there's a lot of unease with you right now about this relationship. Because like I say, there could be somebody else. And that really starts to make you think. Because I do see, here's the card of the Lovers, that there is somebody else. There's a third person. Definitely a third person popping up here. And this is somebody who you see really making it work and having kids with. And it could be this King of Swords. This could be somebody who's like, you admire. Maybe this is you. Maybe you become, that's what you want. You're not going to settle for anything less, because this King of Swords, they want what they want. They know what they're after and they go get it. So, this could be you. This could be someone else. I feel like this is somebody coming towards you, Aries. And this is somebody, this is like your knight in shining armor shows up. So, this energy of this King of Cups and, this other relationship that you have going on, which is sitting on the fence. That's how I see it. This person, they're sitting on the fence, but they're still hanging in. Why? I don't know. You know why, but I don't know. So I think there's this real issue of, like, they're trying to make things work, but there's this real issue of communication between the two of you. You guys don't talk to each other on, like, the same level. Like, you say something and they hear something else. And, it's like you guys, because I just feel like there's almost like this game going on with why you two stay together, because everybody wants to walk. Yeah, see, so you feel trapped. Somebody's feeling really trapped. So there's a way out. There's a way out. You need to put an end to this whole cycle. You need to make a decision. You have a lot of 10s here. We have a 10 here, 10 here, 10 here. It's like you're ripping a Band-Aid off really slow right now when it comes to this thing. And I think it's going to take somebody like a Knight of Swords or a King of Swords to come in very aggressive, say, hey, you're what I want. This is what I want. I want you. We click. We can make things work. And I think maybe it's time for you to relinquish a little bit of control when it comes to, like, the relationship, and let this king come in and take over for a little while. Maybe you take a back seat, because you need help putting an end to this relationship that you're involved in right now. Yeah. And there's a lot of lies going on, because how long can you pretend that this commitment you made with this person is really what you want? Because you don't see a future with them. You just don't. So this could all come to a head this full moon, all right, Aries? So be good to yourself. Take care of yourself. Watch your emotions. Watch your temper. I feel like some of you need to really watch your temper. Yeah. Be careful of your words. Very careful of your words. Don't make things up just to make things up, okay? Just, because lying isn't going to get you out of this mess that's going on right now. If you're at a point of an ending with your guy, because I do sense that this is the end of a marriage, I think avoiding the inevitable is worse than, dealing with it. So rip off the Band-Aid, all right, Aries? So You've been warned of what could come this full moon. So blessed be, and I will see you at the next reading. All right, if you like the reading, appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. All right, until the next reading, Aries, blessed be. Bye now.